afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Saturday, June 8th, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. It's interesting that we have different perspectives of things. People think a soulmate is your perfect fit, and that's what everyone wants. But a true soulmate is a mirror. The person who shows you everything that is holding you back. The person who brings you to your own attention so you can change your life. Elizabeth Gilbert. Very good quote. Now, if and when you find yourself constantly entangled in a web of never-ending desires throughout the day, you've simply become a desire addict. And there's just been a little habit installed in your software that causes you to love wanting things all day long. Now, this is just a temporary phase on the path to enlightenment. You can unplug from this mindset without therapy or drugs. It is possible. It takes a bigger burning desire than what's on your list of desires. A super burning, hot, flaming desire to be free from all your desires. Can you imagine that? You have to deeply want to find that which satisfies your soul and liberates you from the desire trap forever. So you let yourself burn up in this one desire, and you'll soon be finding a feeling of real peace that soothes your soul all life long. Now, some people think, well, then maybe desire is bad. It's just a bad thing. No. The energy of desire is not a bad thing at all. It just creates a false sensation that you're lacking something. Truth is, you're not lacking anything. You have everything that you will ever need within you. Sure, you may want to pay your bills, clothe your body, feed your family. Yet these are healthy incentives, which get you out of the house to greet the world each morning with your gifts and talents. Now, the challenge here is not desire, yet your attachment to it. We all do it. I don't think any of us are exempt. We do it in different ways. But remember, it's the attachment to it. It's not the desire itself. It's your attachment to the desire. So when desire becomes the main juicy carrot that drives your entire purpose for being here on earth, then the experience of suffering takes over your life. And when desire is blinding you from relaxing into yourself, realizing your real spiritual essence, helping you to know how deeply connected you are to the desire, to the divine, then it is enslaving you instead of serving you. When you make your list of outer desires more important than diving deep into your soul, it is distracting you, and it's causing you to suffer. This life is about learning the art of letting go, how to trust in the releasing process, and feel your soul will carry you on and on forever. You must choose to get to know exactly who you are if you are ever to conquer desire and be free. Quote from Maharishi, good one. In a cinema show, you can see pictures only in the very dim light of darkness. Or darkness, right? When the lights are switched on, we've all seen this, the pictures all disappear pretty much. So also, it's when in the floodlight of the Supreme Self, all objects and desires disappear. Maharishi. It's like I've said many times, you can, if your natural state, the God that you are, isn't, see, you don't, when you leave the body stays. You don't carry the body with you. You just don't. Well, then some people say, well, then how is it I saw my grandfather who's been gone for 100 years or 50 years or whatever? lift the car off of me so I didn't die. Okay? Well, let's put it this way. If you saw a ball of light, how would you respond? Okay? Because we've all been conditioned. So anyway, you're a ball of light. If you went up into the outer space and we were to put 1,000 suns behind you, those suns would be dim in comparison to your light. Now, an invitation for you in this lifetime is to discover that special something that completely liberates you no matter what is going on in your mind. I want you to realize this special something is always within you, and that it can instantly transport you beyond all the pain, agony, and suffering that is being created by your mind. It's that one special thing that you can always rely on, no matter what, that will always bring you freedom, a feeling of bliss and deep satisfaction inside. You're ready to know the great secret to always remain satisfied with your life. Then take one large step back from your list of desires. Take one small step into your heart right now. So someone might say, how to step into your heart? Imagine that it's happening. However you visualize it is the right way that will work for you. So however you visualize it for you, stepping into your heart, that works for you. You can simply place all your focus and attention on your physical beating heart right now, feeling a deep gratitude for its service to your life. And practice growing stronger in this thankful feeling all day long. You could also breathe into your heart, imagining it is opening up like a flower spreading its petals to the warm, shining sun. The key to this heart-centering exercise is simply awareness. Be aware of when you're lost in the mind and its list of desires. Be aware of it. Okay? Whenever you catch yourself getting sucked into the head, gently, without guilt, bring your energy back into your heart. One very important secret on this path to enlightenment is not to try stopping the desires from forming in your mind, as this would be counterproductive to life. Your desires are already there and have been naturally changing and growing with you since you were a baby. They have a life of their own. And until they are satisfied or liberated, they will remain there pulling at you. So I simply invite you to take a step back from your mind. Notice your relationship with your desires. Watch it very closely, intimately, and notice what honestly is your mind really, truly desiring. Ask yourself, what do you want more than anything in this life? You were given one magic wish, one mind you, that would be generated to come true tonight. What would it be? You really don't care to haphazardly answer that. You want to take your time on that one. Actually, everyone. The answer you find will reveal what is the real purpose of your life and a root reason why you are here. What is the greatest experience you are after in your life? Is it possible you can create a feeling that you're arriving there right now? Be open. It might be something you can give yourself instantly, instead of running for years after the carrot on the stick. Be aware who is in charge of the relationship you have with your mind. Notice what answers you come up with And don't form any judgment whatsoever. Remember, the ego mind judges. The heart mind does not. This invitation for you to find freedom from the desiring mind is very, very life-challenging and radical task. It is perhaps the most radical and challenging experiment you'll ever take on your entire life. Yet, do it just for the next 24 hours. Don't try. Do it for the next 24 hours. See if you can step back 1 inch from this desiring mind. Call off your horizontal search for happiness and start resting and relaxing into this peaceful, fulfilled, desireless, vertical reality. This means fully being present to the moment. See, there we go, in the now. Watching each of your desires rise and fall away. Just for 1 day. Stop the addiction to desire, to the things of this physical world, and rest in your vast spiritual essence. Be free from the mind and be present to that energy, consciousness, and soul of which you truly are. And remember, you're not going to lose anything. Okay? You're not losing anything. Outwardness of the mind is suffering. Inwardness is happiness. Maharishi. Now, it's so ironic and healing at the same time. Yet, when you release your attachment to fulfilling your desires, somehow and some way, your desires magically manifest for you. When you relax your tight clenched fist on what you really want, you become a receptive open hand for your desire to fall into. And that's with whatever you want in this life. Wants you. Seriously. The moment you relax into your true spiritual nature and step away from the spinning wheels in your head, you instantly start being the super powerful manifesting magnet you truly are with anything. Anything. The only limitations you would have with that is your own. We're all taught what? What are we taught? Got to work hard. Got to persevere. Okay. Maybe one day you'll reach your goals and dreams. Got to keep going. Got to keep going. Got to keep going. Got to keep rushing. Got to keep doing this. Got to keep doing that. Right? Most of the time, we never enjoy what we do obtain. We never enjoy it. Why? Well, because when we obtain, the mind is already off to something else to obtain something else. And then something else, something else, something else. That's great. Nothing wrong with that. But we don't enjoy it. We really don't. Do you honestly believe that we, as gods in these bodies, came to this earth to suffer? See, none of us can escape from the gravity of universal laws. And the number one law here, see, this is a law. It is etched in existence for all species. You cannot escape the gravity of universal laws. And the number one law here is that whatever you place your attention on is what you manifest, period. You can argue that, right? Half the time we don't even know what we're putting our attention on. That's why we're so surprised when something manifests. Where did this come from? I would have never manifested this. Well, you did. And that's been proven over and over again. When you let go, it comes in. When you chase it, it seems it forever stays away. Whatever you want in life wants you. Okay? By allowing your mind to remain addicted and attached to longing for desires, you are simply thinking about what you don't have. Aren't you? Aren't we doing that? By allowing our mind to remain addicted and attached to longing for desires, we're simply thinking about what we don't have and manifest more lack and not having. When you relax, focus on your spiritual nature, that which permanently satisfies your soul, you become a magnet and start manifesting what you really want instantly. By simply resting in the simple, soft, sweet essence of your being, you open 10,000 doors that will all take you home. We were taught, most likely taught, to believe in the myth that in order to be someone amazing, you have to do something equally amazing, right? The truth is that you don't have to do anything to tap into feeling your divine nature and infinite spiritual essence. By intimately knowing this, this is your natural state every day. The old incessant desiring habit will drop on its own accord. Just stop over-identifying with the desires in your mind. Redirect your attention to the heart, into that which is desireless, and you'll naturally discover the divine, all-powerful, manifesting intelligence already exists within you as you. When you finally relax every part of your being, you naturally discover the enlightened being who you truly are. You realize you are already tapped into an infinite, creative source of love, joy, and energy. You're already that special something which you've been longing to become your entire life. You can call off the search right now. What you've been searching for is already there. You, the God that you are. You are the perfect shining light, which not only makes the existence of God's kingdom possible, but also allows it to be seen as some wonderful heaven. Maharishi. We've been taught that in order to get from here to here, it's going to be a long haul, right? Different words, different explanations, but pretty much it all boils down to it. Going to be a long haul. Life is a challenging journey, and it is in different ways. You got to grip on, hold on tight, right? There's the clenched fist, holding on, gripping on tight. And the ego mind teaches us to be afraid to let go. Afraid to let go. How many people, maybe yourself, throughout this life so far, where you've been, something, you couldn't let go of it. You just couldn't let go of it. It's like somebody, has something, right? And you say, wow, I really like that. And then you say to them, how much you want for it? And they say to you, oh, it's not for sale. Really? Come on. Everything's for sale. No, I'm not selling this. So eventually, though, it so happens that they end up selling them. See, we enjoy things. We all do. Different things. We're all so diverse. But we enjoy them, and we enjoy them, and we enjoy them. And then eventually, we give it to someone else for them to enjoy. And then we find something else for us to enjoy. It's like if any of you have ever been collectors, right, of anything, you learn as a collector that most people aren't interested in what you're collecting, and it has no value, okay, until you find someone that's collecting the same thing. That's the art of collecting. See, people will collect things thinking, oh, one day they're going to be very valuable. No, they collect things so that someone else one day might say, wow, I've collected this and this, but I don't have that, that, and that in this collection. I would like to get that in this collection. So that's how it works. Someone might look at something. You'll be like 3 of you, right? You're looking at something. 2 of you can say, yeah, that's probably worth about $50. Now, the one that collects that particular item, oh, no, that's worth a lot of money. You see how it works? That's how it works. You see, people don't understand that in most cases. They just think that, wow, it's old and it's going to be valuable. But they don't know where, how. There's always someone that values what you have, is my point. And you value certain things, and then you look for things that you want to enjoy. And you say, well, maybe it's time for me to let this go so someone else can enjoy it. But if you hold on, and you're like this closed fist, and you will not loosen up and you will not let go, then you suffer. You suffer. So everything that you've been taught in the quiet time of this meditation is to watch and view how this process works. See, when you step out away, you're leaving the mind and the ego alone, you're in the now, you're in quiet, right? You're relaxing into the body, you're focused on the breath rising and falling. So you just kind of watch how things unfold. And you get to a point where you realize, okay, you worry, see, now it's different. Now you can worry about something that never happens. But there's other things that you focus on, that you create, right? So I'll give you an example. Somebody worries about their rent, okay? They worry about their rent. They're tight financially, and they're trying to figure out, and the rent's not due for probably 30 days. But they immediately are thinking, how am I going to pay that? And the ego mind kicks in. And you start worrying, stressing, and fearing on how you're going to pay it. And when the rent's due, you've been focusing so much on how you're going to pay it that you don't have the money to pay it. Now, flip side is, you say, okay, I've paid my rent for this month. It's not going to be due for another month. I am in the now. And my rent will be taken care of at the end of this, into the next month. And you leave it alone. See, that's not that easy, is it? It isn't with anything because of how we've been trained. Right? It's how we've been trained. So what are we trained to do? Well, we gravitate towards questioning and then wondering and fearing, and then we're focusing on it, right? So we bring that in, more of it. People who worry about don't having money won't have money. That's it, period. Simple. Seems simple, doesn't it? People who don't worry about having, those who don't worry about not having money have money. That's how it works. You see the difference? As soon as you start doubting yourself, your confidence drops. Your faith drops. And you go on a lower frequency, you're going to attract lower frequency. If you're always worried about losing money and eventually not having money, you will lose money and eventually not have any money. If you focus on the fact that you will always have money, and the universe will always have your back, you will always have money, and the universe will always have your back. Now how you view that now in our society, that's not really cool, is it? Yeah, you want a new age's tree hugger. That's not possible. That's the pessimistic side of our so-called society. But that's all it is. A lot of people believe that life, what? Life comes at them, but it comes for them. You manifest things for you. You know, it's like the universe isn't beating on you. The universe is loving you. We have this propensity to negate our own joy, happiness, and peace. Why? Guilt comes in. You know? You've seen it. Maybe you've seen it happen over and over again throughout your life, but if someone's having a wonderful time, you know, it's a point in their life that's fun, wonderful, happy, right? And for a while it's great, but then something comes in and says to them, this feeling they get, that this is going to end. You better enjoy it while you can. Talk about macabre. Talk about sabotage, saboteur of ourselves. That's it right there. Now, what would you say that you're experiencing that? You're saying, this is my natural state of being. This is when I'm joyous and blissful and happy. This is my natural state of being, and I'm letting it in. I'm not blocking it. I'm not doubting it. I'm not questioning it. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, well, you know, the other shoe's going to fall, so I better enjoy it while I can. It'll be gone. But it's just our attitude. It basically is what it is. It's how we view and what our attitude is towards things in our lives. Obviously, when you think about it, there's a lot of, I heard a joke just an hour ago on a video. And the joke is that there's two boys, twin boys. And the parents, one boy is just, or child, you know, is pessimistic, cynical. Everything's negative. Everything is negative. Now, the other one, totally opposite. Everything's positive. No matter what's going on in their lives, this one, very positive. The other one, everything's negative. So the parents decide to see if they can change that. So they take one of the children, put them in a room full of all the most wonderful toys in the world. Whole rooms full of them. Brand new. Now the other boy, the positive one, is put in a room full of horse manure. Now they leave for about an hour. Okay? So they come into the room where the one boy has all the toys. And here's this little boy, all these wonderful toys around him, is sitting in the center of the room crying. So the parents say, what the heck? What are you doing? So the boy goes, that toy is going to break. This toy is going to need new batteries. This toy will be stolen. So he had mapped all the toys in a negative way and what was going to happen to him. But he didn't touch any of them. So they went to the other room, and the boy was in there. They come in, and this boy is running back and forth, yee-haw, yee-haw, yay! And then remember, the room is full of manure. So they go, what are you doing? And the little boy said, I'm looking for the pony. See the difference between the two? Now, you could either be the boy looking for the pony in a room full of manure, or you could be the boy sitting there in the center of the room with all these wonderful toys and have already said that none of them that there's no joy in any of them. This is how this life, we choose it. We choose it to how we want it to be. And not only that, we practice how we want it to be for you. Because we're all a little different here and there. You know? Somebody likes black, somebody likes red, somebody likes purple. We're just all is cool because we have such diversity. And so it's just a melting pot of just a plethora of ways to learn. To focus your attention on the God that you are, not the material stuff out there. I can just about guarantee you that when you stop focusing on material things, that material things will come to you. When you stop worrying about stuff, that stuff will come to you, the good stuff. Okay? But see, if you don't know yourself, and you're not on that spiritual journey, you're on the material physical journey, then you're going to have all of these disappointments. It's like, oh, maybe I don't deserve that. Oh, no, maybe I shouldn't ask for that. Cripe. Every one of us deserves the best of everything. For goodness sakes, we're gods in these bodies. We're divine perfection. Doesn't it make sense that we're here? We enjoy our life? Sure. We create challenges for ourselves. We really do. We'll slip in and out at times. We'll get low frequency, and then I'm not going to stay in low frequency. I'm going to get high, go in higher frequency. I'd be grateful for this very moment. And someone might chime in and say, well, how can you be grateful? This is crap going on here. Okay? Then you reflect back to the little boy in the room with horse manure looking for the pony. In the quiet time of this meditation, let go. Let go of it all. Just let it go. Focus on the breath. Be in the now. Be kind, gentle, and humble with yourself during this whole time in the quiet time. And just kind of drop your shoulders down, relax yourself, ease into the body, and just be. Join you in meditation. I'll return to close this out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose. And an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still. Let your heart sing. There's a song inside you that will set you free if you sing it. Step out of the way and stop caring what others may think of you. Let this divine music play through you. Open your mouth, blow out those words which make your heart open wide to the cosmos. The singing is what takes you beyond the song. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night. Following morning, we will return here Sunday, June 9, 2024, a little after 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with yourself at all times, no matter what's happening around you or within you. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times. Open your heart and let the magic flow.